right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Warrior Broadcast Network. We are live here again from Mouton Field on the campus of St. Michael High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, over on Monitor Avenue. I am Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics. Excited to be here for another gorgeous day of baseball as your St. Michael Warriors are welcoming in the Jesuit Blue Jays. This ought to be a very good matchup today. Jesuit, one of the top teams in Division I Select. Good test for the Warriors again here as we are still in the early season, but about to kind of hit midway point here very soon. So stay tuned with us. We'll turn it over here in just a minute to the PA for all the pregame festivities, and then we'll be back with lineups and defensive rotations and all that good stuff. But stay tuned with us here. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back.
Welcome everybody to John Edward Mouton Field on the campus of St. Michael the Archangel High School. Today's game features the Blue Jays of Jesuit High School out of New Orleans versus your St. Michael Warriors. Concessions and restrooms can be found down the right field line just past the first base dugout. We are now cashless for all purchases at St. Michael, accepting credit cards, debit cards, including tap and mobile payments. A special tonight in the concession stand, we have red beans and rice. Coaches are meeting at the plate. We'll begin shortly with the starting lineups in the first pitch. will be getting started soon. We're just waiting on one final umpire to make his way here. In the meantime, make your way over to the concession stand, grab your plate of red beans and rice and a nice cold Coke. just in case you weren't hungry enough, just learn that with those red beans and rice, you get your very own cornbread muffin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we get out the first pitch, we're going to introduce our starting lineups for both teams. We're going to start with the visiting Blue Jays. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Michael Brothers. Batting second, playing first base, number 13, Logan Nelson. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 1, Marshall Serio. Batting fourth and DHing, number 9, Joe Bosco. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 7, Derek Delat. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 16, Griffin Gendron. Batting seventh and pitching, number 8, Jackson Dugan. Batting eighth and catching, number 10, Austin Guidry. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 14, Brennan Johnson. Playing right field is number 20, Gavin Palmazano. Easy for me to say. And now the starting lineup for your St. Michael Warriors. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 16, Kobe Thrower. Batting second, playing center field, number 2, Jack Boyles. Batting third and DHing, number 40, Bryce Worthen. Batting fourth and playing first base, Alex Worthen. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 4, Brody Curtis. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 3, Drew DeMaia. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 24, Jude Naps. Batting eighth, playing catcher, number 17, Luke Rujo. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 9, Connor Harris. Starting pitcher for the Warriors, number 6, Parker 5. Warriors are coached by athletic trainer Reagan Hutchins, assistant coaches Dwayne Briscoe, Craig Taylor, Jordan Burkett, and Alex LeBar. Director of Baseball Operations, Bill Lott, and head coach, Twiggy Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and join us for our opening prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner by which our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask your Father to bless each one of us, especially the players, coaches, umpires, and parents. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. for Warrior Baseball.
All right, we are back here. Thank you again for joining us here from Mouton Field. It is a beautiful day. Got a nice breeze blowing. Kind of swirling a little bit out there. Right now it's blowing in from center field. It's been kind of going from right to left and then jogging back in from center field. But this is a important matchup here for the Warriors to kind of test themselves as they are heading towards the middle of the season. This Jesuit team is, again, like I said, one of the best in the state of Louisiana. So let's see how the Warriors stack up first on defense. From left to right in the outfield, Jude Knaps, Jack Boyles, and Connor Harris. And around the infield, Drew DiMatti at third, Kobe Thrower at short, Brody Curtis at second, and Alex Worthen at first. And the battery tonight, or this afternoon, is Luke Rougeau behind the plate, and it will be lefty Parker Fife on the mound for your Warriors. And let's see how the Blue Jays are going to stack it up in their batting order. Leading off, playing center field, number 2, Michael Brothers. Batting second, number 13, Logan Nelson, playing first base. Hitting third, number 1, Marshall Serio, the shortstop. Hitting fourth, number 9, Joe Bosco, the designated hitter. Hitting fifth, number 7, Derek DeLatte, the second baseman. Number 16, Griffin Gendron, playing third, is hitting sixth. Hitting seventh, number 8, Jackson Dugan, who is on the mound today. Batting eighth, number 10, Austin Guidry, playing catcher. And batting ninth, number 14, Brennan Johnson in left field. And it will be Gavin Palmisano in right field. He is being, number 20, Gavin Palmisano, being DH for the Blue Jays this afternoon. All right, looks like we got about first pitch is about ready to go. And it will be Brothers, Nelson, and Serio to lead things off for the Blue Jays. Last time we saw Parker Fife was last Thursday, a week from today. And he threw a very, very good game against E.D. White. Get started here, 1-1 on the batter. Fife misses outside. And out misses in to run it to 3-1. Fife on the season, throwing 11 2/3 innings. This is his third start of the year. He is 1-1. With 10 strikeouts and 3 walks on the season, with his ERA sitting at 0. So Fife has had a very good season up to this point. He came last time out, he threw 5 innings in that start. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, but neither earned. And that pitch misses outside for the leadoff walk. He struck out 3 and did not walk a batter in his last outing. That'll bring up the 2-hole center fielder, or correction, the first baseman, Nelson. After the leadoff walk to Brothers. Fife checks, fouled off, get ahead of the count. But yes, everyone, both teams are in fact in white. Jesuit is in the white pinstripes, blue pinstripes, and then your Warriors are in their white jerseys and pants. It will be just the blue hat to separate, really, the blue compared to the red and the black. All of us coaches were a little surprised when we kind of looked up and finally noticed. Or everybody asked, "Are they in white?" I said, "Yep, they are." Breaking ball misses. Fife having a little trouble finding the zone here to get started. inside corner. Evens it up. Do not want to give out the free bases to this Jesuit team. And Nelson grounds it right past thrower into center field. Boyles comes up with it.
Now batting number 1, Marshall Serio.
That'll bring up the 3-hole Serio, the shortstop. After the single up the middle. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Parker gets ahead. Parker Fife gets ahead. Fife working from the third base side of the rubber. There's the curveball, misses out. Has not been able to land that breaking ball for a strike just yet. Fastball up in the zone, hit out towards right center field. Boyles is there. Runner does tag from second to make it to third, but that is the first out on the fly out to center fielder Boyles. That'll bring up Bosco, the DH. He is hitting for the right fielder, Paul Masano. First and third now for Jesuit, 1 out. Ball down. And fouls it off. To even things up at 1-1. Misses away. Ball 2, 2-1. Strike caught on the breaking ball. Throw down to second. Nelson is in there. That evens it up at 2-2. Slow getting out of the glove behind the plate. Warriors are on their third catcher here. Rougeau. Both Grant Bruyette and King Guitro are on the injured list as of right now. Hope is that Grant Bruyette can get back in the lineup tomorrow. May see him today. Getting that bat. The injury bug has kind of popped up here for the Warriors. Two. That pitch misses way outside. Rougeau scrambles to get a glove on it. He's able to squeeze it in the mitt. Breaking ball misses, so another walk. That is going to load the bases now as Bosco works the walk. Here is DeLatte. Coach Tookie out positioning the infielders here. They're going to play with the corners in. Middle infield's going to stay back to try to turn the double play here with one out. Fife gets ahead. The Warriors in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the first. That one misses away. Fife not nearly as sharp as he was last week. And fouls it off. 1-2. Time called. Ruggiero's going to go out and have a little chat with Parker Fife. They figured it out. Delat hitting from the left side. Ball not hit real hard on the ground. Thrower flips it over to Curtis. They can only manage to get the one out at second base. Ball was not hit hard enough really to turn two. Delat just kind of stuck his bat out and hit a 35 hopper to Thrower. So that will bring Gendron to the plate. Number 16, Gendron. He fouls off the first pitch from Fife. Gendron playing third base this afternoon for the Blue Jays. And ball down. The runner was moving on the pitch. In the dirt, got away from Rougeau. So now second and third with 2 outs here in the top of the first. 1-1 misses up and out. That one misses out. So 3-1 now. Pipe rocks. Delivers high. Another walk. So that's going to load the bases up again.
Next up for the Blue Jays, number 8, Jackson Dugan.
Dugan now coming to the plate. Dugan, the pitcher for the Blue Jays this afternoon, trying to help himself out here. Got the bases loaded, but there are 2 outs. Warriors hoping to minimize the damage here. A lot of traffic here in the first inning. Fife not quite as sharp as he was last week. That one misses high. 4-1. And fouls that one off to even it up, 1-1. Fife having to work a lot here in the first inning. He's up over 30 pitches now. Not what you really want to see from your pitcher in the first inning. Rollover ground ball. Thrower backs up in the hole, gets it over. Nice pick by Alex Worthen to get the third out for the Warriors. So only 1 run comes across on 1 hit. No errors. Bases are left loaded. We'll come back in the bottom half of the inning. Warriors down 1-0.
Today's game is brought to you by Gravco. Gravco is the premier source for industrial pumps and rotating equipment in Louisiana. We are proud to have you as a member of the Warrior baseball family.
All right, let's take a look and see how the Warriors are going to line it up this afternoon against the Blue Jays. It'll be shortstop Kobe Thrower leading things off, followed by center fielder Jack Boyles, and your designated hitter Bryce Worthen. First baseman Alex Worthen, followed by the second baseman Brody Curtis. Then it'll be Drew DiMattia playing third, Jude Knaps in left field, Luke Rougeau behind the plate, and Connor Harris out in right field. So Thrower, Boyles, Worthen, Curtis, DiMattia, Knaps, Rougeau, and Harris are how the Warriors are going to line it up today. And out on defense for the visiting Blue Jays from left to right in the outfield will be Johnson Brothers and Palmisano. And around the infield be Gendron, Sirio, Delat, and Nelson, with Guidry behind the plate and Dugan on the mound for the Blue Jays. All right, Thrower getting ready to step into the box for the Warriors.
Leading off the game for the Warriors, number 16, Kobe Thrower.
See if Thrower can get the Warriors let off here right. Base runner, put some pressure on the Jesuit defense. Dugan's first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. And that one in the dirt. A little too low there. Thrower hitting .314 on the year. 11 hits. 3 doubles, a triple, home run, 7 RBIs. Came around and scored 16 times. 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. Getting on base at a .489 clip. What you want to see from your leadoff hitter with a high on base percentage. 1-2 now, and that one spins Thrower away. And Thrower's gotten hit quite a few times this year as well. He was hit 3 times in one game. I believe it was one of the games over the weekend. I think he got hit twice. And that's strike 3. Big breaking ball. Too close to take there. Big hook is the first out. And that'll bring up center fielder Jack Boyles. Boyles it from the left side. Fouls it off. Straight back for Steve Reich one. Boyles coming in hitting .396 on the season. 21 hits, 4 doubles, a home run, 12 RBIs, scored 21 runs, walked 10 times, struck out 5 times. He's getting on base at a .522 clip. And now with King Guitro out for a little while, Boyles is the leading hitter in the lineup this afternoon. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, so froze another Warrior hitter with a hook on the edge. Warriors have been fooled twice by that big breaking ball. Here comes Bryce Worthen, the designated hitter today for the Warriors. try to avoid that big breaking ball. They just need to get to the first 2 strikes instead of sitting there waiting on that third one. Because you know he's going to bring that pretty good breaker. That one's in the dirt, so 2-0. Key to that, just don't miss one of the first 2. 2-0 to Worthen. That one misses down. So 3-0 now after Dugan was able to take care of the first 2 batters looking on strikes, has now run the count to 3-0. This is one of the things you see all of the time in baseball. You get the first 2 outs really quickly. And then the third one, not so easy. Yep. Up the middle. That one's going to get through. Wasn't hit terribly hard, but it was hit right back up the middle. It looked like Sirio may have had a chance for it, but he was not able to get to it. So 2 out hit by Bryce Worthen brings up his twin brother, Alex Worthen. Alex playing first base this afternoon. Both Worthens you'll probably see. One will pitch tomorrow and one will pitch on Saturday. Just don't know what order that will happen. Breaking ball missed up that time. I think Dugan may have kind of two breaking balls, a slider and maybe a slower, loopier curveball. The check on Worthen over there. I don't think he's going anywhere. Alex Worthen lines it right back up the middle for another base hit. So we got Worthens on the base paths here. That'll bring up the second baseman, number 4, senior Brody Curtis. Curtis is coming into this afternoon's game hitting .324. That's 12 hits, 3 doubles, 7 no homers, 7 RBIs, 6 walks, 8 strikeouts on the year. And the balk is called. So that the base runners cause a little bit of havoc there. Both runners move up for free. Curtis getting on at a .435 clip. Hitting in the 5-hole here this afternoon. And that pitch misses inside. So Dugan, after taking care of Thrower and Boyles fairly easily, run into a little bit of trouble here. See if the Warriors can capitalize. Even this thing up, maybe not take the lead. That one misses down and out. And timeout called by Guidry to go have a word with Dugan. And again, the umpire signaling to us up here in the press box. That means absolutely nothing, my man. We aren't keeping track of it. But you can point up here all you want. We'll pretend we're writing something down. Got you, brother. All right. Curtis back in. That one does catch the corner. Pretty good take right there from Curtis. Not the pitch he was looking for, 2-0. Don't want to leave the zone in that count. Dugan. Another one on the outside corner. Curtis swings through that. So now 2-2, even things up. And breaking ball in the dirt. Curtis gave a look at it, but no swing. Hands didn't really even get moving. So 3-2, full count. Runners at second and third for the Warriors. 2 outs, looking to try to tie it up or possibly take the lead here. Outfield not playing terribly deep. Wind is not really blowing at this moment. Curtis fouls it off. Curtis lines it out to right field, but Paul Masano is there. Curtis hit it pretty well, but right at the right fielder, so no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. Still down 1-0 heading into the second inning. We'll be back.
1-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. It is only 4:30, but that red beans and rice smell is just making its way down to the bleachers. Calling your name to the concession stand. Get that along with an ice cold Coke.
All right, we are back. It'll be Guidry, Johnson, and back to the top of the order for the Blue Jays. And that one is thrown behind Guidry for ball 1. Just a bit inside. Off the fist, straight back here over the press box. Even it up at 1-1. And that one misses out. 2-1. And that one fouled off over the visitor dugout down the first base line. 2-2 on Guidry, the catcher, leading off the second. Fouled off as well. Stay at 2-2. Hits softly out towards center, and that's going to parachute down behind Curtis and in front of both the outfielders. Just was not hit hard at all, but right in the right spot. Looks like we have a courtesy runner for the catcher. I believe that's number 12, Noah Casey. Courtesy running for catcher Guidry. Johnson up now, the left fielder.
Courtesy runner in for the catcher, number 19, Marcellus Savoie.
Correction, I mean number 19. Got that one totally wrong. Marcellus Savoie is out there. And that one hit out to center field right at Boyles. Didn't really have to move much at all to squeeze that one. So one out.
Now batting number 2, Michael Brothers.
Back up to the top of the order to Brothers, who led off the game with a walk and did come around to score a run in the first. Brothers hitting from the left side. Bunts it down the third baseline. DiMattia scoops it up. I don't know that he would have been able to throw him out. I think Brothers was going to beat that one out regardless. Throw took Worthen off the bag a little bit in the dirt, but I think he was going to beat that out regardless of good throw or not. It was perfectly on the line. DiMattia got a little surprised by it. Now up is number 1, or correction, the 2-hole hitter, Nelson. Nelson, the first baseman, he singled his first time up. Breaker makes it 0-2. Fife in there, gonna step off the mound. Runner at first and second. The courtesy runner down at second. Brothers down at first. Breaking ball just misses off the plate. Savoie, the courtesy runner. And then got Brothers, the at first base. And that one hit high in the air, deep to left field. And that one is gone. That ball just kept carrying out. And it went over the wall and out. Naps was going back on it. I think he thought he had a chance, and then it just kept going. So the 3-run homer from Nelson makes it 4-0. Blue Jays, just like that. Missed a little bit over the plate. And Nelson didn't miss it. So that will bring up number 1, Sirio, the shortstop for the Blue Jays. Ball 1. There's still 1 out. Nobody on now. And that pitch misses down for ball 2. Fouled off. 2-1 now. Serio swing and a miss. 2-2. Breaking ball misses. Full count. Now to Serio. And that one misses down for ball 4. So another walk. Serio is going to head on down to first base. That will bring up Bosco, the DH, the cleanup hitter. Fife having to work. Breaking ball, strike one. And 1-1. Pickoff attempt. Runner on a move, and the throw down to second in the dirt. Can't get it, can't pick it. So the runner moves up to second. That was ball number 2. Oh, correction, I'm sorry. No pitch there. I'm getting ahead of myself. It was a pickoff. Getting ahead of myself. Here's the pitch. And the swing. And no swing call. That is incredible. Just absolutely. He spun around in the batter's box. And the bat came down in front of the plate. But no swing call. Wow. This umpire's watching a different game than we are here. Skied out to center field. Boyles is there to squeeze it for out number 2. Runner stays put at second. So that'll be 2 outs now. Serio down at second base. Hit out towards left field. Right center field. High up in the air. Connor Harris, though, is there. So the fly out, but 3 runs come across on a couple of hits, but the big one was the 3-run home run from Nelson. And we'll head on to the bottom of the inning. Warriors down 4-0. We'll be back.
This inning's brought to you by Apex Construction and Maintenance, where integrity and quality meet to bring your visions to life. Whether it be property maintenance, commercial construction, roofing, or anything else, visit yourapexteam.com to see all that we offer. Your support helps us make this game possible. And Warrior fans, tomorrow, if you're not making your way down to New Orleans to watch your Warrior baseball team, consider going the other way to Lafayette to support your basketball team, where they compete in the Elite 8 against Northside in Lafayette.
We're all in the same boat, fishing in the same hole. Wonder where the same time goes. We're all in the same boat. We can all believe what we believe. Peacefully agree to disagree. You can't judge a man till you walk across him out in his shoes.
All right, we are back. Leading off will be Drew DiMattia, the third baseman, followed by Jude Knaps and Luke Rougeau. So the 6, 7, 8 in the order. Warriors did get a little traffic in the first inning, but they were not able to capitalize. Now down 4-0 as they come to bat for the second time. DiMattia skies it, but that's going to get out of play. Over towards the first base side. That pitch misses up. 1-1 to DiMattia, playing third base this afternoon. His third different position that he has started at for the Warriors this year. Played some shortstop. Got a start last weekend in right field. Today he's starting at third. Demadia fouls another one off into the Pirate sail. See if he gets that slider. They're high for ball 2. Lane Dugan trying to raise the eye level there of Demadia and get a chase. This one could be the breaking ball. There it is, strike 3. Demadia knew it as soon as he saw it cross the plate. He knew it. That is the 3rd strikeout looking for the Warriors. They have not been able to figure out that breaking ball. So here comes the left fielder, number 24, Jude Knaps. And that one catches the inside corner. So Dugan, just like the first inning, started filling up the strike zone. Then he kind of lost a little bit, gave up a couple hits. Breaking ball swung through for strike 2. That is a really good breaking ball that Dugan has. The Warriors are going to keep seeing it until they can figure it out. And fastball misses outside for ball 1, so 1-2. Again, trying to get the chase. Knaps on the ground up the middle, and base hit through the middle for the Warriors. Well, good things have happened when they put the ball in play. It's the 3rd hit for the Warriors, and it'll be number 17, Luke Rougeau, coming to the plate, the catcher this afternoon. Rougeau hitting 200 in 10 at-bats this year. Got 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. We'll check on the runner. Rougeau swing and a miss. Like some off-speed stuff there as well. Rougeau fouls that one off. So 0-2 quickly here to the Warrior catcher. Knaps down at first, 1 out here in the 2nd. And Rougeau swings through that one for strike 3. So 2 down now. Still the runner at first base. Connor Harris coming to the plate now. A couple outs here in the inning, couple strikeouts. It'll be Harris, the right fielder, senior right fielder. Takes strike 1 on the outside. That one misses up. Connor Harris hitting .556 on the season. He has only 9 at-bats so far, but he's got 5 hits, 1 RBI, scored 3 runs, walked 3 times, only struck out once. Takes ball 2. Getting ahead in the count here. Runner just still down at first base, 2 outs. It's Knaps taking his lead. Harris checks his swing, and the appeal umpire in the field, who's right in the middle, who doesn't have a single angle on that. Says no. Harris takes strike 2. So 3-2 now, full count. Runner. Now Dugan looks like he's hobbling a little bit. And the coach is going to, pitching coach is going to come out and check him out. Looks like Dugan might have to come out of this game. Did not see what happened to him as he finished his pitch. He's bent over. Yeah, it's like he just kind of collapsed. Maybe a knee or an ankle. Dugan's gonna stay out there. He told his coach, I wanna go, and he's gonna take some warm-up tosses. Looks like it may have been to his back leg. Looks like he's gonna stay in. So full count. It'll be Naps down at first. Naps will be on the move with the pitch. Harris swinging a miss, right through it, strike 3. That'll be 3 down. So Warriors get a hit, strand a runner, still down 4-0. We'll be back.
Strand him on the bases after 2 complete. Warriors trail 4-0. Warrior fans, if you're looking for something to do over the weekend, come by St. Michael High School, where the theater club is putting on their rendition of Shrek the Musical. Visit smhsbr.org for showtimes and tickets.
We are back here from Mouton Field. Leading off the inning for the visiting Blue Jays, it will be Gendron, be followed by Dugan and Guidry. Fife still out there on the mound. First pitch misses away. And that one misses a little up. Fife getting up around 60 pitches. Ball grounded. Thrower got a glove on it, but was not able to squeeze it and keep it in the glove. So Gendron reaches on the air. Ball hit pretty hard. The thrower got there, got a glove on it, just couldn't keep it in the glove. Now Dugan pops it up high to right field. Harris kind of taking a Magellan-like route to it, like a question mark out there, but he squeezes it. That sun is right in the eyes of those two, definitely those two outfielders in center and right field. Not as much in the left fielder's eyes, but the center field and right field at this particular time of the day is not an easy outfield to play. Ball's hitting certain spots. That ball's down. That's Guidry. Takes ball 1, so 1 out. Still got that runner down at first. Gendron taking his lead. Guidry deep down the left field line, but foul. That ball one-hopped the fence. See if the Warriors shift the outfield a little bit. It kind of depends upon where they want to try to pitch Guidry. That ball was coming in on him, and he turned on it pretty well. Offensive timeout. Guidry getting talked to for a second by third base coach. All right, here we go. 1-1 pitch on its way. Gendron bouncing over there. Big breaker. Nice pitch there from Fife. That breaking ball came in on Guidry. And pickoff attempt is thrown away to the fence. The runner was on the move. They, again, had him picked off. They just threw the ball away. Oh, balk called. Either way, the runner was going to get the second. That breaking ball misses outside. 2-2 now. Fife down. A little bit more trouble. Runner at second, only 1 out. Guidry takes that one close on the breaking ball again. 3-2 now. So Fife again into a full count. Getting close to 60 pitches now. Guidry, slow ground ball to shortstop. Throw over to first for the second out. But the runner does move up to third as thrower fielded that slowly hit ground ball. But did the job, got the runner to third. A lot of ways that runner can now score. Here comes Johnson, the left fielder. Ball misses high. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-0. Got a little rabble coming from the faithful over here. Fastball misses on the outside corner for ball 3. 3-0 now. The count on Johnson. 2 down. I don't think the Warriors have anybody working down in the pin. Fife's going to stay out there for at least a few more batters. 3-1 now. Fastball hit hard on the ground, bounces over the glove of Damati at third. Had to range a little bit to his left. Ball took a hop. So Johnson reaches on the air. The Warriors coming in today, sitting at number 13 in Division II Select playoffs at 6 and 7, while Jesuit coming into this afternoon's game is number 9 in Division I Select at 9 and 3 on the season. And that pitch misses. Two balls, no strikes. Johnson down at first after the error. And that one misses low. So 3-0 again to the batter. This is now leadoff Brothers, who is 1 for 1 on the day. He's walked, got a base hit, bunt base hit, and that one came in. They're going to call the hit by pitch. It was ball 4 regardless. So now runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll bring Nelson back to the plate. He hit a 3-run homer over the left field wall his first time up. So we'll have a little timeout. It'll be Coach Dwayne Briscoe going to go out there to have a little chat with Parker Fife. So we'll be back. All right. Mound visit over. Nelson, 2 for 2, 3-run home run, a single on the day. Fife breaking ball, misses in. 1-0. Warriors really need to get out of this inning right here without giving up a run. Keep this thing at now 5-0. Breaking ball for strike over the outside corner. They had a chance to get out of it without giving up anything. But their second error of the day prolonged the inning. Coach Tookie Johnson talking to the team the other day about free bases. We're giving a lot of free bases here today. Strike 2 on the inside corner is a nice pitch from Fife. A 1-2. Breaking ball misses out in the left-handed batter's box. 4-2 to even things up at 2-2. That's Grant Smith down there in the bullpen. Ball hit up the middle. Thrower there, flips it to Curtis for the out, but a run comes across. Couple left on. 5-0. Warriors are down.
No hits, 2 errors in that inning. Warriors coming to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd. Warrior fans, get your tickets for the Taste of Warrior Tailgate, March 21st from 6 to 10. Live music and an auction, along with all the best food vendors that Baton Rouge has to offer. Again, visit smhsbr.org for ticket information. This inning brought to you by Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. We truly appreciate your support of St. Michael Baseball.
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get it up. First shot, you start walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. No, y'all can't copy it. Bad moonwalking. And this here is our party. My posse's been a long way. And we did it always. Slow music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on that stage light. Going shot on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and play go with my style.
right, we are back. It'll be back up to the top of the order for Thrower, Boyles, and Worthen. Thrower called out on strike 3 his first time up. And fouls that first pitch off. It'll still be Dugan. Dugan last inning, just before he got the third out of the inning. Like he may have had to come out the game with an ankle or knee injury or something, but he's back out there. And strike 2 on the inside corner. That looked like it was a little bit up and in. And Coach Tookie Johnson going to call time to have a conversation with his hitter. Dugan's gone to 1 or 2 places here with 2 strikes, either up or with the slider. Goes to the slider. Thrower got a piece of it, but popped it up to the second baseman for the first out.
Next up for the Warriors, number 2, Jack Boyles.
And that'll bring up Boyles. Time called. The thrower tossed his bat at the wall and out of frustration there after he popped up. Nobody went and got it. Ball misses outside. One has to be able to control their emotions in this game. It is a hard game to play, and you are going to fail. You just have to be able to figure out how to control that. Boyles fouls out softly to the third baseman for the second out. Kind of pulled his shoulder out a little bit there. That ball was hoping it was going to get out of play, but it stayed in and squeezed just outside of third base. So that'll bring up Worthen. Worthen 1 for 1 this afternoon. A single up the middle. That pitch misses down for ball 1. So 1-0. Worthen hits it back up the middle again. That one's going to get through for another little CNI base hit right up the middle. Sirio got a little bit closer to that one this time. So that'll put a nut. Now Worthen at first base with his brother, Alex Worthen, coming up. So sort of very similar to the first inning, but it was strikeout, base hit. This time pop up, base hit. Worthen gets a high pitch, and he hits that way down into the bullpen. Worthen took that one for a ride, but into the pin. That's the one they needed right there. That could stay, if Worthen can figure out how to steer that one fair. And in the dirt, 1-1 now. Dugan just about to hit 50 pitches here in the bottom of the third. And fouls another one off. 1-2 now. Worthen trying to keep the inning going. fouls another one off. Still 1-2. One-two pitch misses up. 2-2. Now the Warden. Alex will hit a line drive single over the head of the shortstop in the center field for base hit his first time up. And hits that one deep down the line again, and it's into the bullpen. So again, got a good piece of it, but foul. Umpire asking for some more baseballs. Still 2-2. Dugan tries to break off a slider here. He threw the slider, but that one missed just out of the zone up. Worthing got handcuffed there. He thought about it, but didn't pull the trigger, but it was a ball. And hits it high into right field. Palmisano, late break on it, but DeLatte out to field it in shallow right field. So Warriors do get one runner, do have one hit, but nothing coming across. We'll head into the fourth. We'll be back.
5-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. Sun's creeping down. Stomach is rumbling. Make your way to the concession stand for a nice plate of red beans and rice, cornbread muffins. Leading off the top of the fourth for the Blue Jays, number 1, Marshall Sirio.
All right, we are back. It'll be Sirio, Bosco, and DeLatte here for the Blue Jays in the top of the fourth inning. Parker Fife still out there for the Warriors. Sirio fouls off the first pitch. Sirio 0 for 1 this afternoon. Did draw a walk. Fife brings it in, roll over. Damati is there, tosses it over to first for the 5-3 put out.
Routine 5-3 put out brings up
Be
number 9,
Bosco,
Joe Bosco.
the DH. He is also 0 for 1. He also drew a walk. First pitch to Bosco misses. Swing and a miss. For all you Seinfeld fans out there, Bosco should have a particularly comical ring to it. And that one missed outside. Foul ball by Bosco. Strike three called. Nice pitch by Parker Fife on the outside corner to strike out Bosco. So 2 up, 2 down here. It'll be Delat, the second baseman, coming up. He is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI this afternoon. He hits one right past Curtis. Line drive. Curtis laid out for it. The ball just kind of kept tailing away from Curtis. Wasn't able to use the old go-go gadget arms to get out there and catch it. So that'll bring up Gendron. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And squares the bunt. Strike called, but the ball gets away from Rougeau as that ball was bearing down inside on Gendron, right in on his hands. He didn't pull it back though, but runner moves up. Comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, like it slipped out of the hand of Fife for ball 1 to even it up at 1-1 on the 6-hole hitter. That one hit high into center field. Curtis going back, cannot squeeze it. It was in shallow center behind the bag. That is going to be the 3rd error for the Warriors on the day. Bring around the 6th run. And that is going to do it for Parker Fife. He was about to get out of that inning. But we'll have the pitch and change coming up. We'll be back with a new pitcher for the Warriors. Warrior Broadcast Network.
Warrior fans, let's hear for starting pitcher number 6, Parker Fife. New pitcher in for the Warriors, number 5, Grant Jerome Smith.
All right, the new pitcher is Grant the Fireman Smith, who's who's coming in to put out a fire. Kind of been Grant Smith's job here so far this year, coming in some situations with the runners on, trying to fan the flames, and that is strike one. Nice pitch right there on the inside corner. So the base runner down at first, on after the error was Gendron. Runner is on his way to second. A hit and run there. Dugan fouls it off. That is the 0-2 now on Dugan. A couple pitches, nice pitches on the inside corner. That one Dugan got way out in front of. Smith's 0-2 pitch, grounded to thrower and across the diamond. Great job right there by the fireman to put out the flames. So we'll head into the bottom of the fourth. Warriors need some runs. We'll be back.
Bottom of the fourth. This inning is brought to you by AP Dodson Home Builders. Looking for new construction in an established neighborhood or a custom home on your own property? Visit apdodson.com to view our inventory and to find your forever home. Thank you for being a proud supporter of Warrior Athletics.
All right, we are back. It'll be 5, 6, 7 in the order for the Warriors. Due up be Curtis, Damadia, and Naps. Warriors got to get something rolling here in the bottom of the fourth. So final line on Parker Fife, 3 2/3. Gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, but only 4 earned. Walked 4 and struck out 1. We're looking at a game that probably should be more like 4-0 rather than 6. That pitch down in the dirt. 4-1. Warriors yet to get the lead off on base. Looking to try to create some havoc with less than 2 outs. Curtis, hard ground ball that got by Gendron at third. Like very similar to play the Warriors had a chance to make. Hard ground ball to third. Ball just hopped right up over the glove. Curtis reaches on the air. They'll get the lead off on. That'll bring up Damadia. Warriors need to chip away right here. Don't need to get them all back. Put up a crooked number. And the outside corner is called this time. Check on the runner. Curtis back a little closer than it probably should have. And Damadia lines one right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting there from the sophomore third baseman today. So 2 on now. That'll bring up Naps. That breaking ball is not breaking quite as much as it was earlier in the game. Kind of hung that one up a little bit. And now we're going to have a pitch and change. So we'll be back with the pitch and change here in just a minute as the Warrior Broadcast Network.
pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays, number 31, Harper on call.
Alrighty, we are back. New pitcher out there for the Blue Jays, number 31, Harper on call. Looks like number 14, Brennan Johnson, may have moved to right field. And we're trying to get the Gendron in left, and that'll be Dugan moving over to third. On call, misses inside. He did not throw one too many very close to the plate in his warm-ups. So ball one, that's Jude Naps coming up to the plate for the Warriors, a senior left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Naps takes down for ball one. On call, the lefty. And that one misses in. So 3-0 quickly to Naps. Warriors just trying to get as many base runners as they can. And again, just try to peck away at this lead. They can hang a crooked number here. Cut this thing down to 3 or 4 runs. That would be ideal. Naps, and that's a very generous strike call on the outside corner that Parker Fife did not get. So 3-1 now to Naps. He's probably taking until he got a strike anyway. And that one misses inside, so the walk to Jude Naps loads him up. That'll bring up the catcher, senior number 17, Luke Rougeau.
Next up the Warriors, number 17, Luke Rougeau.
Rougeau up here, nobody out, bases full of Warriors. On call, staring in a long time. And strike called. On call gets ahead. 0-1 here on Rougeau. Offensive timeout called. That pitch misses down. On call coming very, very close to balking. Not much of a pause when he comes set. That pitch misses down. They're going to try to back pick. Naps down at first. Not really close, and Guidry almost launched one into the outfield. Warriors will absolutely take that. They want to throw it down the line. A couple runs should be able to score then. The Rougeau 2-1. On call, misses way outside. 3-1 now on the Warrior catcher. Action down in the bullpen for Jesuit. On call's having some trouble finding the zone here. Danger of walking in a run. And that one's down. He does. Rougeau, very patient at bat, very good at bat right there. Takes what the pitcher is going to give him, and he gives him a walk with the bases loaded. So the Warriors put their first run on the board, and that is going to do it for on-call. Jesuit is going to make another pitching change, so we'll take a timeout. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network.
Another pitching change in for the Blue Jays. Come to the mound, number 12, Noah Casey. This pitching change is brought to you by Mason's Grill, a family-owned eatery offering Louisiana Southern-style food, award-winning Bloody Marys, crafted burgers, brews, and our famous weekend brunch. Thank you for being a proud supporter of Warrior Athletics. In the face, our new pitcher, number 9, Connor Harris.
right, we are back. 1 and 2 here to Connor Harris. Swing and a miss. 4-strike 3, and the back pick almost works. Ty Graves goes in standing up. Almost got picked off.
Next up for the Warriors, number 16, Kobe Prowler.
New pitcher for Jesuit, Noah Casey. Comes thrower, 0 for 2 today. Base is still loaded, 1 out. Thrower rips it down the line. That's Ty Graves, the courtesy runner down at first. Naps at second. Thrower waves through it. Demadia at third. So 0 and 2 now to Warrior shortstop thrower. Gotten a little bit more overcast here at Mouton Field. Thrower takes it on the outside corner for strike 3. The Warriors now with 2 outs and the bases loaded. That'll bring up number 10, Lee Abear. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Casey, the pitcher, third pitcher for the Blue Jays. Abear takes it down. 4-1. Abear hitting for Jack Boyles. And that one misses. Uh, 2-0 to the pinch hitter, Lee Abear. Abear hits it. Sirio comes up with it. Abear beats it out. Oh, they're going to call him out. Oh, they call him out. There's no way he beat him out. He threw him out. There is no way Coach Tookie Johnson's going to ask the home plate umpire to maybe contest that call. He's going to go talk to his partner. That was a very, very bad call. And so we'll be back. So umpires are going to conference here going into the top of the 5th.
It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Live life through the night, feel line of the lightning strike.
Warriors should have more, but they did get 1 run on 2 hits to win. After 4 complete score, 6-1, your Warriors trail.
It's hard to sleep, man, when I'm shaking.
Jeremy Smith returning to the mound for the Warriors.
It's always found me creeping up when things are good. Yeah, the dark days find a way. Loud, thunder, heavy rain, thin lines between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip. It's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, feel like a lightning strike.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Blue Jays, number 10, Austin Guidry.
It'll be Guidry leading it off. It'll still be Grant Smith on the mound for the Warriors. Strike one called. The Warriors kind of got hosed there to end that inning. Jude Knaps is going to move over to play center, and that will be Lee Abear in left, and I believe that's Quinn Wyndham out there in right field for the Warriors. We're 1-2 now. So a couple changes for the Warriors. Abear, who just got hosed on a call. Grant Smith with a big hook for out number one, the strikeout. And I'll bring Johnson now playing right field for the Blue Jays. Strike called on the outside corner. And that one catches the outside corner. Oh, 0-2 to Johnson. Good 0-2 pitch. Just missed. Ball down, popped up behind second base. Curtis there for the out. Great pitch right there from Grant Smith, keeping that off speed down around the ankles. Got the pop up. So here's Brothers back to the top of the order. Brothers been a bit of a thorn in the side of the Warriors. And that one misses somewhere. Ball one. And Brothers fouls it off to even things up at 1-1. Brothers is 1 for 1 this afternoon. He scored a couple runs, got a base hit on a bunt, has also walked and got hit by a pitch. So been on base all 3 times. Again, thorn in the side of the Warriors. Change up, misses down, I believe. Good pitch. Brothers, good job of not chasing that one. Inside corner, strike two. 2-2 now to the Blue Jays center fielder and leadoff hitter. And breaking ball, popped up again. Thrower out in the shallow left field. He squeezes it for out number 3. Great job by Grant Smith to get the Warriors back in the dugout. Bottom of the 5th coming up. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll be back.
This inning is brought to you by MMR Group, one of the nation's largest industrial electric contractors, where safety, reliability, and client satisfaction are our top priorities. Your support helps make tonight's game possible. Thank you.
I got rice cooking in the microwave. Got a 3-day beard I don't plan to shave. And it's a goofy thing, but I just gotta say, hey, I'm doing alright. Yeah, I think I'll make me some homemade soup. Feeling pretty good, and that's the truth. It's neither drink nor drug induced, no, I'm just doing alright.
right, we are back. So it'll be Bryce Worthen due up here to lead off the 5th inning. Worthen, and Curtis. Bryce Worthen is 2 for 2 this afternoon, 2 singles. Casey, the pitcher. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Big breaking ball. Casey steps off. Worthen fouls that one off. Worthen hits it high out of play over the home dugout on the third base side. Wind now blowing a little bit harder from right to left. See if Bryce Worthen can get one up in that jet stream. And that one misses out. The ball 1. 1 and 2 for the Warrior designated hitter. Sometimes third baseman. And that one misses out. So 2 and 2 now, even things up. Really close take there from Worthen to bring the count full, 3 and 2. Casey coming set, and Worthen fights it off. He's going to stay 3 and 2 on the DH. Try this 3-2 again. And that one taken for strike 3. Worthen just could not get the bat off his shoulder on that pitch on the inside corner. So first out, just locked him up. That'll bring up Alex Worthen. Alex is 1 for 2, single. His first at bat. Alex Worthen smacks one into left field for the base hit. So he's now 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Just unfortunately haven't been able to get either one of the Worthens up with runners in scoring position. That'll bring up Brody Curtis. He's 1 for 2. Takes up. Curtis takes that one. 1 and 1. This is the part of the order where the Warriors have put together their hits. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hole. Everything's been basically just a single. Warriors looking for an extra base hit here. Curtis takes that one up and in. 2 and 1 now on the Warriors senior second baseman. And hits that one high in the air Delat going to range towards first base, and Worthen, for some reason, took a couple steps off the bag and almost got doubled off. So, got 2 outs now for the Warriors. Still just a runner at first. Damadia singled his last time up. Take strike 1. Warriors have had lots of traffic on the bases. They are out hitting the Blue Jays. And that ball taken up. The final line on a couple of the pitchers for the Blue Jays. Dugan, 3 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. Gave up, or struck out 5. On call, did not get credited with getting any outs, but he walked 2. That one's called strike 2. Damadia fouls that one off, straight back. Taken outside, ball 2. 2-2 now on the Warrior third baseman. Sophomore Drew Damadia. Fouls that one right off the helmet of the catcher. Umpire is going to just make sure that Guidry's okay. Damadia might have hit him as well in the helmet. A couple of sounds there. Two coming. Taken up and in. So full count again. We're making Casey work the last 2 batters. See if Damadia can come through with something here. And he fouls it off. Worthen was on the move on the 3-2 pitch. See if Damadia can win this at bat right here. Damadia takes it on the outside corner for strike 3. He thought it was ball 4. So Warriors go down back-to-back. Looking, 1 runner left on after 1 hit. No errors. Lawyer is down 6-1.
Calling all Warrior alumni, contact Corey Page in the advancement office to register your team for the Alumni Softball Tournament, March 28th. Just a reminder, make your way down to the concession stand for a nice hot plate of red beans and rice and cornbread muffins.
All right, we are back. It'll be Logan Nelson coming up for the Blue Jays. Nelson with the big blast in this game, the 3-run home run. He's 2 for 3. Scored a run, 3 RBIs. B. Smith out for another inning of work. Nelson takes strike 1. Pitch missed down. 1-1 on the batter. And outside called strike 2, so 1 for 2. Nelson hits it high in the air out towards center field. Naps squeezes it. 1 down. Grant Smith continues to get rollover ground balls and pop-ups. And a few strikeouts, yes indeed. Grant's dad up here. Scoreboard operator / cheerleader. Serio right over the head of thrower. That pitch hung just a little bit in the zone. Serio gets his first hit. And now the designated hitter, Bosco, coming up. This is the 6th hit of the ball game for the Blue Jays. Bosco rolls one over. DiMattia to second. And just, again, a little too slow to turn the double play, but they do eliminate the lead runner for the second out. So that'll be Bosco on the fielder's choice, the 5-4 fielder's choice. You don't get to write that down too often in your scorebook. And that'll bring up DeLatte, second baseman. Derek DeLatte, 1 for 3 on the day. That pitch misses down, ball 1. Smith delivers, fouled off by the left-handed hitting DeLatte. He's 1 for 3 today. He's scored a run, driven in a run. Picked up a single. And lines it over the head of thrower. Naps is over to pick it up in center field. That ball just got over the head of the shortstop. So another hit for DeLatte. He's got 2. Here comes Gendron, and Jesuit looks like they're going to make a swap somewhere. Let's see where they're going to make that change. And it'll be a runner out at second base. They're going to run for Bosco. It looks like number 21 is going to head out there. That is Benjamin Neff. That'll bring up Gendron, the now left fielder for the Blue Jays. Started at third, now in left. He's 0 for 2. Walked. We're all tied up at 7 hits apiece. the umpire, making sure we know they had a mound visit. 2 down here. Jen drawn up. Ball 1. Gendron lines it right to thrower for the 3rd out, so Smith gets out of it. Warriors coming to bat. They got 6 outs left. They need 5 to tie it. We'll be back.
Warriors force another 0 on the scoreboard. Coming to the plate at the bottom of the 6th. This inning is brought to you by Investar Bank. Investar Bank is a full-service community bank that offers a superior level of products and services to individuals, professionals, and small to medium and large businesses. Visit InvestarBank.com for a location near you. We're grateful for your commitment to Warrior Baseball.
All right, we are back. Let me give a big shout out to our sponsors here on the Warrior Broadcast Network, the Long Law Firm, the Grounds Crew, Stream Pay, and EBS. Thanks for sponsoring us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. We are always looking for sponsors here to try to grow our broadcast program, so reach out to me. My email's scrolling across the top. Shoot me an email. We can talk about sponsorships here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. It'll be Naps to lead it off for the Warriors. So 7, 8, 9 due up. Naps takes first pitch up. Naps is 1 for 1. He's with a walk. And he hits it deep to left field. That's going to carry Gendron back, but he's going to squeeze it. Naps gave it a ride. Put a good swing on it, but caught by Gendron deep left. So we'll have a hitter coming up here for Rougeau. It'll be Sampson. Jackson Sampson, the senior first baseman. Two-sport athlete. Sampson also standout defensive end for the football team. Had a great senior season on the football field. So Sampson getting the pinch hit here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses up. Ball 1. Sampson hits it hard down the left field line into the bullpen. Even it up at 1 and 1. Casey pitching the dirt, 2 and 1. Sampson, big swing. Bat comes out of his hand. Might need a little bit more pine tar there. Take the second. Join us for our next broadcast here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. This Saturday, we'll have the Game 3 of the 3-game set between the Warriors and the Blue Jays right here from Mouton Field. Warriors will travel down to New Orleans to Joe Ryan Stadium to take on the Blue Jays in New Orleans at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. If you can't make it down there and you got nothing else going on, you might want to head the opposite way as the Warrior basketball team is in the Elite Eight, taking on Northside in the basketball playoffs. Sampson draws a walk. They had a fantastic, just huge win on Tuesday over kind of what has become probably one of the main rivals for the Warriors. Parkview on Tuesday took that one 59-53 in overtime. So a big shout out to Coach Drew Hart and his staff. Coach Landon Dugas, Coach Billy Reeves, Coach Teague Manuel, Coach Jude Hardy, and head coach Drew Hart. Great job this year getting those guys to this point. Could be heading over to March Madness over at McNeese and Lake Charles if they win tomorrow night. It's Quinn Wyndham now up. Tries to check his swing. I think that was called a strike. That ball caught the corner. Wyndham right back up the middle off the glove of Casey. And Wyndham is called safe on that one. And a probably one a little close. That ball was right off the glove of Casey. Serio came in and made it very close down at first base. So infield single for Wyndham. And shortstop Serio, he is a very good ball player. Back to the top of the order, the thrower, the Warrior shortstop. And that one misses up. The thrower has had a ball thrown right around his body. I think just about every at-bat he's had recently. Thrower fouls it off into the Warrior dugout, scattering his teammates down there. Got to be heads up, standing on that rail down there. You can catch one right in the teeth if you're not watching. 1-1 now on thrower. 0 for 3. Struck out a couple times. And that one caught a piece of him. So that loads the bases for the Warriors. And we may have a pitch and change. We're at least going to have a mound visit here. So we'll take a timeout with the mound visit. We'll be back to the Warrior Broadcast Network.
Number 10.
All right, here we go. It'll be Lee Hebert coming up. Bases loaded again. Lee Hebert was the victim of a just very bad call his last at bat. Time called. Lee Bear, bases juiced for the Warriors. Called strike on the outside corner. Thrower at first, Wyndham at second, Jackson Sampson at third. Bear fouls that one off. Got 3 two-way players out there, or 2 sport players out there on the base paths. Sampson and Wyndham out there on the football field. Kobe thrower, basketball player. 0-2, Lee Bear standing in there. That one in the dirt. He takes. Nice block up there from Guidry. Keeps the runner at third. Time called. We got a little wardrobe malfunction here for the Jesuit Blue Jays catcher. Guidry gonna tie his shoe. Maybe giving a little time for the bullpen to get ready. There is activity down there in the Jesuit bullpen. I think there's activity down in the Warrior bullpen as well. Lee Bear standing in there. 1-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Swings through it. Casey gets the big strikeout. So that'll bring up number 27, Bryce Worthen. Worthen coming up, 2 outs and bases loaded. Worthen is 2 for 3 today. A couple of singles. He went down looking on strikes his last time up. It was Casey. This is the second time that he's faced Casey. Worthen rolls over. Dugan to first, and that'll do it. The Warriors cannot scratch anything across, leave them loaded. Still down 6-1 as we head into the 7th. We'll be back.
After 6 complete, score remains 6-1. Here we come to the final frame of the evening. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Blue Jays, number 8, Jackson Dugan.
All right, we are back heading into the top of the 7th. Grant Smith out for another inning. He'll be facing the starting pitcher for the Jesuit Blue Jays, Dugan. Dugan rolls over a foul ball. Dugan is 0 for 3.
Defensive change for the Warriors in at second base, number 8, Ty Graves.
Yeah, you got a defensive switch there. Now playing second for the Warriors, number 8, Ty Graves. And Smith induces another weak contact foul ball. And fouled it off. Still 0-2. See, Smith tries to bury one. Or elevated a little more than he did that last pitch. Inside, foul ball, just outside the line. So still 0-2 to Dugan. Smith brings another one. Breaking ball misses down and away. So 1-2 now. I think the Warriors' activity down in the pen has subsided for now. Jesuit still has somebody up down there in their bullpen. Dugan reaches out, fouls it off over the first base dugout. And Smith gives up the single to left field. The A-Bear over there to pick it up, throw it in. Dugan gets his first hit of the game.
Number 3, JESUIT.
Jace DeLatte is going to be a pinch hitter coming up. He is going to hit for the catcher, Guidry. Jace DeLatte hitting from the left side. Going to take some last bit instruction from head coach. And now here comes Coach Tricky Johnson going to come out, and the pitching change will be made. So we'll be back after this with the pitching change. New pitcher for the Warriors. It's Warrior Broadcast Network.
Warrior fans, give it up for Grant Smith. Smith comes in and puts up a 0 spot across the board. New pitcher on the mound for the Warriors, number 12, Parker Tennyson.
Don't know what you want. Don't know what you want. Don't know what you want. But I'm the biggest bird. 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 Bigger than a castle where you're in Australia. They wanna be like me, but they can't do the greatest. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. Walking, they scared to breathe. They wanna be like Moses, no Nelson. They wanna be like chickadees singing in the breeze. Moses, give me one, yeah, I'm not him. Bigger than a moa, they get no extra oil. They scared of the claws that tear my legs. They scared I'm about to get the size of his head. I'm the biggest bird, it's a no absurd. I'm the biggest bird, how have you not heard?
All right, we are back. Your new pitcher will be sophomore left-hander Parker Tennyson. Tennyson on for Grant Smith. Smith still responsible for the runner at first base, but his line, 2 1/3, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Great job by Smith to keep it right where it was. Give the Warriors a chance. The square to bunt is taken, and that'll be ball 1. There's a lefty-lefty matchup here. Tennyson on Jace DeLatte. And he misses up. 2-0. Madia way in at the corner at third. Squares the bunt, and Tennyson leaves that one up and in for ball 3. The lad is trying to get out. Let him get out. Let him bunt the ball. 3-0 now. Squares the bunt again, pulls back, called strike. So 3-1 now. See if the lad keeps the bunt here. He's gonna square, bunts it foul. So 3-2 now. That ball got right up inside on Rougeau. Caught him, I think, on the inside of the leg. He's going to walk it off. The umpire kind of takes a slow walk out to give Tennyson the ball. Give Rougeau just a couple seconds to collect himself. All right, so 3-2. Runner down at first. Nobody out. Pick off. They got him. And throws in the dirt. Can't pick it. And now the runner is at second. That is and the runner steps off the base after. And now Ty Graves and the base runner are having a few little words. The base runner got up thinking that he was out. He was safe, and then thrower smartly just throws the tag right back down on him. So that eliminates the runner. There's one out now. Still full count to Delat. And that ball misses in. Walk. Delat will just replace.
Number 14,
That was Dugan who got on that one. Just not paying attention, really, was Dugan. So Johnson 0 for 3. Johnson now playing right field. Started out in left, now he's in right. Roll over ground ball, should be 2 for 1, and the throw brings Worthen off the bag. Thrower delivered it well to Graves at second. Graves' throw pulls Worthen off the bag. That one fouled off high, off the third base side, out of play. So strike 1. So Johnson down at first after the fielder's choice, the 6-4 fielder's choice. Now we're gonna have a possible sub somewhere, maybe a new runner. Yep, exactly what we're gonna have. A runner down at first base. That'll be number 19, Marcellus Savoie.
Number 19, Marcellus Savoie.
Savoie, who had come in as a courtesy runner, and now come in as a pinch runner to replace Johnson. 0-1. The brothers, the leadoff hitter, center fielder. He is 1 for 1. He has been on base every time. Gotten hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's singled. He's scored 2 runs. And runner on the move. Savoie even peeked back in. Throw down is late. Even it up at 1-1. So Savoie gets the stolen base. One and 2 now on the hitter. And strike 3. Tennyson with a big curveball. All right, the Warriors are down their last 3 outs. Down 6-1. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back.
Warriors force another 0 spot. Coming to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. One more chance, Warriors. Final inning of the game is brought to you by Gauge. Technology solutions to keep you better connected to what matters most. Your support helps St. Michael Athletics continue to grow. Thank you. Make sure before you leave, you make your way to the concession stand. Get that red beans and rice and cornbread muffins before they run out.
All right, it'll be the last, down the Warriors down to their last 3 outs. It'll be Alex Worthen up to lead it off. Alex Worthen followed by Ty Graves. Line drive right to the third baseman, Dugan. So 1 pitch, 1 out very quickly. So here comes number 8, Ty Graves, to the plate.
Next up for the Warriors, number 8, Ty Graves.
Ty Graves, first at bat today. Junior second baseman. Rolls one over to Dugan at third. Plants, fires, 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 7th.
Next up for the Warriors, number 3, Drew DeMaria.
All right, third baseman Drew DeMatia. Last chance for the Warriors here. They're down to their last out. DeMatia 1 for 3. And checks his swing. And he did. Checked down at first. Called a swing by the first base umpire, or by the field umpire. Now misses down, 1-1 to DeMatia. That pitch misses up and in, 2-1. All right, don't forget, next broadcast, Saturday, Game 3 of the 3-game set between the Warriors and Blue Jays, right here from Mouton Field at 1 o'clock. Pitch just misses outside, 3-1. DeMatia. Hits it down to third base. Dugan going to get all 3 outs. Blue Jays take game 1 of the 3-game set. Warriors fall 6-1. All right, so again, like I said, join us on Saturday at 1 o'clock for Game 3 right here from Mouton Field. But on behalf of myself, Coach Craig Saylor, and the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you, as always, good night, God bless, and go Warriors.